My experience with Coach Callaghan started in 1992 when I was a junior in high school. A couple of my friends had played a little joke on me saying that Coach Callaghan wanted me to try out for the basketball team and be the basketball team center. Of course, being the type of guy I am and love a challenge, I tried out for the team. After quite a few grueling and educational practices, Coach Callaghan called me in on the last day of tryouts and said, "Well, Chambo, we have a choice between you and one other guy. How would you feel about joining the basketball team, knowing that you will probably not get any playing time? However, I really enjoy your work ethic, and I really enjoy the leadership you bring to the guys. And plus, of course, seem to get along with the family pretty well. Family meaning the team." And of course I accepted, and after 13 years, some playing for Coach Callaghan, obviously my senior year and that junior year, and then coaching with him for around 12 years, here we are at a point where one of the best people I have ever come in contact of meeting has now been accepted into a Coaches Hall of Fame, not just because of his coaching ability, but the type of person he is and the type of teacher he is. Congratulations, Coach, and I love you.
Yeah, so I played for Coach Callaghan for 3 years when I was a sophomore, a junior, and a senior. But actually, if I'm talking about something I really remember, I was in 8th grade, my first game on JV, and I was a little 8th grader. And, you know, I always knew that Coach Callaghan was really intense, and I always knew that he had, you know, people said, he's mean, you know, he's mean. And I'm always like, he can't be that mean. But I was like, it's an intensity. It's definitely an intensity, and it can be misconstrued. But I remember I was an 8th grader, and it was the first time I ever entered the ball game. There was like 25 seconds left in the first quarter, and I was dribbling the ball down, and I passed it to someone, and they shot. And the shot clock was still at 35. Salve, I remember it was Salve. They went back down and they scored at the other end. And I remember thinking, oh, we probably shouldn't have shot that right there. We probably should have waited for the last shot. And when I was walking off, Coach Callaghan, not the JV coach, he's the varsity coach, I'm in 8th grade, he walks over to me and he says, "Are you the point guard?" And I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, why didn't you tell those guys how much time was left on the shot clock?" And I'm like, "I don't know, I thought they knew." He's like, "You don't think anything. I don't care if you're in 3rd grade, you tell them how much time is left on the shot clock." And ever since then, I've never done that, and I've told a lot of kids the same thing. But it was just that first look at that intensity, and then after that, you learn to respect it because you don't want to do that again. And it's because he wants to win, not because he wants to make you feel bad or anything like that. But it was just, thinking about it now, I was in 8th grade. He didn't have to say a thing to me. He had years before he would see me. But, yeah, it's just that kind of thing, like his dedication, and it's just that he just wants to win so bad. And now in working with him coaching, the amount of work he puts into it and the amount of intensity, it's shown me a lot, and he deserves it. Absolutely, he deserves to be a Hall of Fame coach. Best coach I ever had.
Man, I mean, what a great guy, what a great teacher. And what I also asked him about was, you know, why didn't you not retire after our year? You know, what was the point? You went out so good, you got all your wins, you got all the way to the top. Why didn't you retire? And he said, "You know what, Brian? It's the challenge that I like. The challenge of going out and coaching and expecting something that you want to get to earn it." And basically, I respected that so much from him, and it really does make sense why he's still coaching. You know, I played basketball in college too, and not even my college coach was as good as Coach Callaghan. Coach Callaghan taught me so much. He even brought us up. He even coached us and helped out when we were all in 3rd, 4th grade, all the way up until basically our senior year. And you know, I honestly believe he had faith in us the whole time doing it. And I just want to say thank you very much. You did an awesome job, and seriously the best 2 years of my life, and it was really exciting.
One, when he wasn't my coach, he was my brother's coach, and they went to the state finals in Glens Falls. I went with my family. It was a lot of fun. It was good to see my brother play, and they did well. They didn't make it. They didn't win the championship, but they came real close. My favorite moment, as far as Cal being my coach, would definitely be when he got his 400th win. It was senior night for me. It was my very last game. It was my first career dunk, and it was nice to see Cal finally get 400 wins. Congratulations, Coach Callaghan. It was an honor being one of your student athletes for 3 years. I had a lot of fun. I wouldn't want another coach, and it's nice to see that you got into the Hall of Fame.
Well, I want to first of all congratulate Coach Callaghan on making it to the Hall of Fame. This is a great thing for Mexico Academy and for Oswego State as well. Obviously, congratulations, Coach, and to your family on all the successes over the years here at Mexico Academy. Just a quick story from me. I got to play 4 great years with Coach Callaghan on the varsity team, and I'll tell you, beyond coaching defense and beyond coaching the individual plays and the X's and O's of basketball, Coach Callaghan taught more about life and the life skills that you lead throughout the rest of your life on this planet. Coach Callaghan really taught you about what it means to be a man and a part of your community. He really taught you great skills, and I know he's had a great impact on all of us throughout his career here at Mexico and throughout his career at Oswego State. He's truly a great guy and a great person in our community, and I just want to congratulate him and say good luck the rest of the year, and hopefully we see him many, many more years here in Mexico. Go ahead, go Tigers.
All right, I don't even know where to begin, but starting back in my 8th grade year, Callaghan brought me into his office. He goes, Kyle, you had a great JV year in 7th grade. I'd like to bring you up. I looked at him like, Coach, you're nuts. I weigh about 98 pounds. I'm 5 foot even. And he had faith in me. I told my coach, you bring me up, I'll give it all I have for 5 years. And I'll try to get you to a state championship. He goes, you make me that promise, I'll make you a promise, I'll play all 5 years. And my biggest memory to this day in my whole life is with Coach Callaghan playing for a state title back in '05. We didn't win that year, but a lot of people, didn't expect us to even make it past sectionals. So there's too many memories in my head that I can think of. But with Coach Callaghan, I have a lot of memories as far as I had my 1,000 point with him as my coach. Set a lot of records with him as my coach. But most importantly, as a team aspect, playing for a state title under Coach Callaghan was my lifelong memory. Just like to say congratulations, Coach, on a job well done. Good luck in the future.
My favorite Coach Cal moment was all the running that he made me do. And congrats, Coach Cal, on making the Hall of Fame.
When they went to Manley Fieldhouse, when in '98, '99, that was, I remember Joey Meyer and myself sitting up in the bleachers and said, one day that'll be us. And it was just pretty neat, but we always idolized Coach Cal, and we think of Mexico basketball, it was Coach Callaghan, and I think Coach Callaghan is Mexico basketball, which is something to say for all his accomplishments. But I remember my mom telling me before I played for him, she's like, no, if he starts yelling at you, just look him in the eye and say yes sir, no sir, and don't give him any lip, don't look away, don't turn away for whatever you do, and just give him some respect and he'll show you respect. So I was like, okay mom, remember that. And first time he did yell at me a little bit, I did that and it worked out, but he's definitely mellowed out in the past years. Well, I remember one story at Carrier Dome, my first summer playing for him. We were losing, getting our butts kicked, but the refs weren't helping us any. And he actually took a water bottle and threw it across the court at the ref. He might not remember this, but he hit the ref in the leg, and the ref's like, "What the heck?" And then he realized it was the ref's water bottle. So I thought that was pretty funny. We got a kick out of that. And a few broken clipboards here and there, but I think with us getting better, and it just showed how much he cared and his desire to win and see us succeed. you know, we tried to win for him, I think, because we idolized him so much growing up. Every single one of us did, and we wanted to give him our best effort. So I think he understood that a little bit, and it ended up working out for all parties. I think our senior year was probably my fondest memories, going to states and winning at Manley Fieldhouse was a pretty neat experience. And then the ride, all the games up to that point, the state championship, was pretty awesome. And I remember hitting the game-winning shot to put us in the finals, and just had a long embrace with him and hug, and told him, "Thanks, Coach, I love you," and said the same. And congratulations, you are my hero as a coach and my favorite coach. So, you know, good luck in the rest of the years you decide to coach, and you deserve the best. So, congrats.
Hello, I'd like to start the beginning with saying congratulations, Coach, on a well-deserved Hall of Fame award through all your years of dedication. And I want to thank you for making a big difference in my life. As you get out of life what you put into it. I remember first two get to run again during Killers. I'm thinking, does this guy have his mind or what? And then you thought about it and you ran. You get out of life what you put into it. And it works to this day, and probably to the day we're all gone. And I just want to thank you for that, Coach, and congratulations.
My favorite moment with Cal was when we played at Fowler this past year, and we were missing our star point guard, Jake Deno. So I had to step into the role, and I ended up having the best game of my life. I scored 27 points, and after Cal took me out after we clinched the game, he shook my hand and he told me that he always knew that I could do that, and it just made me feel like I accomplished a lot that game. And I loved Cal. Congratulations, Coach Cal, on making the Hall of Fame. You really deserve it.
Congratulations, Coach Cal.